Good afternoon, class. We are now in our third quarter for our modular distance learning in grade 8 carpentry. I'm your teacher, Renelyn M. Bernardino. For our guidelines that we must follow before we are doing our activity, so first, follow the weekly home learning plan. Second, be guided in our lesson using your competency-based learning materials in building construction. 3. Make sure to finish the given task on time and submit it on the required date. 4. In answering the learning activities, make sure to follow this format. On your answer sheet, you must write your name, grade and section, the weeks, and the days. So we are in a week 1, March 25, 2021. Then 5. Capture yourself with camera doing the task and send it to me on FB Messenger for monitoring. And 6, if there is a question about the lesson, you can message me on my FB Messenger or text me on this number. Set, and lastly, and the most important, set your priorities and time management. For our lesson, so formula in computing perimeter, area, and volume of a plane and geometric shapes. The objectives you must attain in this lesson is to familiarize the formula of perimeter, area, and volume of a plane in geometric shapes, to compute the perimeter, area, and volume in each problem, and to observe the correct formula to be used in computing perimeter, area, and volume of a plane and geometric shapes. So for learning activity 1, so you must answer the diagnostic test 25 items for 25 minutes. So this is the diagnostic test in carpentry. So multiple choice, a type of test is multiple choice. For the directions, read and understand the following statement and choose the letter of the best answer. So for number 1, question is the sum of all the sides or the total distance around? A, perimeter, B, area, C, volume, D, dimensions. 2, is the amount of surface enclosed by the plane figure? A, perimeter, B, area, C, volume, D, dimensions. 3, is the space occupied by the solid figure? A, perimeter, B, area, C, volume, D, dimensions. 4. It is measured in linear units. A, perimeter, B, area, C, volume, D, dimensions. 5. It is measured in square units. A, perimeter, B, area, C, volume, D, dimensions. 6. It is measured in cubic units. A, perimeter, B, area, C, volume, D, dimensions. 7. What is the perimeter of S or side equals 3 meter, wherein formula is perimeter equals 4S? A, 24 meters, B, 16 meters, C, 12 meters, D, 8 meters. Number 8. What is the area of length equals 6 cm and the width is 9 cm? Formula, area equals L times W. A, 54 centimeter, B, 54 square centimeter, C, 54 cubic centimeter, and D, 54 degree. 9. What are the two systems of measurement? A, inches and feet, B, meter and centimeter, C, English and metric, D, inch and cm. 10. Block is divided into 16 graduations and the smallest graduation is 1/16. A meter, B centimeter, C foot, D inch. 11. What is the reading of this measurement in centimeter? So look at this arrow. So what is the reading of this in centimeter? A, 15. B, 1.5. C, 150. D, none. 12. What is the number of tiles to be used if the wall area is 20 square meter? If the size of tile to be used is 20 cm by 20 cm and glazed floor tiles. A, 10. B, 100. C, 110. D, 50. Number 13 is an equation with a ratio on each side. A, fraction. B, decimal. C, proportion. D, ratio. 14 is a comparison of two numbers. A, fraction. B, decimal. C, proportion. D, ratio. 15. What is the decimals of 1/16? A, 0.0625. B, 0.1250. C, 0.1875. D, 0.2500. 16. 1 inch is equivalent to how many centimeter? A, 2.54. B, 0.254. C, 25.4. D, 25. 17. 1 foot is equivalent to how many centimeter? A, 30.45. B, 30.48. C, 3.28. D, 39.37. 18. 3 feet is equivalent to how many inches? A, 12. B, 24. C, 36. D, 48. 19. 48 inches is equivalent to how many feet? A, 4. B, 6. C, 8. D, 10. 20. 22 cm is equivalent to how many millimeters? A, 120. B, 20. C, 320. D, 220. 21. 6 inches is equivalent to how many centimeter? A, 16.24. B, 13.24. C, 14.24. D, 15.24. 22. What is the percentage of 0.5? A, 50%. B, 5%. C, 15%. D, 25%. 23. Solve the proportion of 1/2 equals to n/4. What is the n? A, 2. B, 1. C, 4. D, 3. 24. A backyard pond has 12 sunfish and 30 rainbow shiners. With the ratio of sunfish to rainbow shiners in simplest form, write the ratio of sunfish to rainbow shiners in simplest form. A, 2 to 5. B, 5 to 2. C, 3 to 5. 4. 1:4. 25. Miss Ekbepes class has 32 students, of which 20 are girls. Write the ratio of girls to boys. A, 5:3. B, 3:5. C, 1:5. D, 5:6. Okay? So next, for our learning activity 2. So read and understand information sheet 2.1 formula in computing perimeter, area, and volume of a plane in geometric figures. The time allotment is 1 hour. Okay, so this is information sheet 2.1. So formula for computing perimeter, area, and volume of a plane in geometric figures. So you can find it in your learning materials. So this is the rectangular shapes wherein there is a width and length. So, okay, you can read the information about this. Okay, so this is the calculation of perimeter and area. So this is the plane figures and the geometric shape. So this is the geometrical figure and the formula of perimeter and area. Okay, so for the triangle, trapezoid, then circle. Okay, so let's ask some example in solving perimeter and the area, finding area and perimeter. So here's are the example. A square. So the side of the square is 2.50 meters. So find the area and the perimeter. So we have the square. So perimeter is equal to 4s, where 4 is the 4 sides of the square and s is the side. So perimeter equals 4s equals 4, where is the 4? And times s, what is the equivalent of s? 2.50 meters. So times 2.50 meters. So we are going now to multiply 4 times 2.5 meters. So the answer is 10 meters. Okay, so for the area, S times S or S squared. So wherein S is 2.5 meters times 2.5 or 2.50 meters. So the equivalent is 6.25 square meters. So how they compute it? So 2.5 times 2.5. So equals. So first, you must multiply the ones. Okay. The tens. So 0, 0. 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 5, 25. So 5, bring down 5. We carry the 2. And 5 times 2 equals 12. 10 times 10. 5 times is 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay. And then 2 times 0 is 0. So you put it aligned on your 2. Then 2 times 5 is 10. Carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, so we're going to add 0, bring down 0, bring down 0. So 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 0 is 5. Then 2 plus 0 is 2. Then 1 plus 5 is 6. So where are you going to place the decimal? So you count 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So there. So the answer is 6.25. Am I correct? Yes, I'm correct. Okay. Next. Okay, next. For the rectangle. So for the rectangle, length times width. So perimeter is equivalent to 2 length plus 2 width. That is width, not B. 2 width. Okay. So 2 means 2 length. 1 and 2. Then 1 and 2, yes. Then 2 width, 1, 2. Then, so 2L plus 2W equals to 2. Then L, we will replace it with 3.50. So L is equal to 3.50. So 3.50 plus 2. The width is 2. So 2. Then let's multiply each other. So 2 times 3.50 equals 7 plus 2 times 2 is 4. So 7 plus 4 is equivalent to 11. How about the area? We have the length and the width. Area is equivalent to length and width for rectangle. So equals 3.50 meter times 2.0 meter is equivalent to 7 square meters. So 3.5 L. So substitute L to 3.50. Then width substitute to 2. So 3.5 meter times 2 meter equals 7 square meters. So how about the rhombus? So rhombus has side, 4 sides, like square, 1, 2, 3, 4. But it is diagonal, not like square that is straight. So we have the height equals to 1.75 meters. So perimeter of rhombus is like square. Perimeter equals 4s, 4. Then substitute s by 2. So s equals 2. So s is 2 meters. So 4 times 2 is equals to 8 meters. How about the area? Equals s times h. So area is equals s times h equals 2s is substitute by 2 where s equals 2 and h is 1.75 meters. So substitute h with 1.75 meters. And then multiply 2 times 1.75 meters. So the answer is 3.5 square meters. This is meter, the two of us. Okay, next, triangles. So in triangles, we have the base, the height, and the sides. Okay. So we have the base and the A side. Okay, so we have perimeter of triangle is A plus B plus C, where A is equals to 7 meters, B is equals to 4.24 meters, and C is equivalent to 5.00 meters. So let's find the perimeter. So perimeter is equivalent to A plus B plus C. So let's substitute the letters in by equivalent numbers. So A is 7.00 meters plus B is 4.24 meters plus C is 5 meters. Then add all of this is equivalent to 16.24 meters. Okay, how about the area? The area of triangles, the formula of it is 1/2 BH, where B is 7 and the height is 3 meters. So equivalence, so substitute B and H. So 1/2, the B is, the base or the A is 7 meters and the H is 3 meters. Then multiply. So we have 1/2 times 7 times 3 meters. So 1 times 7 is 7 times 3 is 21 divided by 2. So equivalent to 10.5. Okay, so the answer is 10.5 square meters. Okay, next, trapezoid. So trapezoid, we have the side A, B, C, and D. So A is equivalent to 5 meters, B is equivalent to 4 meters, C is equivalent to 3 meters, and D is equivalent to 3.10 meters. So for the perimeter equals, the formula of trapezoid for the perimeter is A plus B plus C plus D. So we are going to substitute all the letters into numbers equivalent. So A is equals to 5 meters, B is equivalent to 4 meters, C is equivalent to 3 meters, and D is equivalent to 3.10 meters. So we're going to add all of these. So the total sum, the total is 15.10 meters. Okay, next. Area of trapezoid. 1/2 times A plus B times height. So 1/2 of the trapezoid. So A is 5 meters plus B is 4 meters times the H, which is, the H is 2.95 meters. So if you're going to, you must add 5, must add first 5 plus 4 is 2 equals to 9. And then you multiply 1/2 times 9 meters times 2.95 meters. So the answer is 13.275 square meters. Next, circle. So circle, the given circle is, the radius is 3 meters, the diameter is 6 meters, and the pi is 3.14. So if you are computing the circle, you must consider the pi, the 3.14. So area is equivalent to pi r squared, wherein pi is 3.14 times 3 meters squared. Okay. So 3.14, so 3 times 3 is 9 square meters. And then you multiply 3.14 to 9 square meters. The answer is wherein the answer is 28.26 square meters. Next, volumes. So we have the cube, the rectangular prism, the cylinder, and the pyramid, and the cone. Okay, so example, find the volume of the following solids. So cube. The formula of cube is volume is equivalent to A to the third power, wherein A is 2.00 meters. Okay, so A, we're going to substitute A, so equals to 2.00 meter times 2.00 meters times 2.00 meters. So when you are going to multiply it all, the answer is 8.00 cubic meters. Next. Column, rectangular. So for the rectangular, we have the length, the width, and the height. So the length is 3 meters. The width is 2 meters. And the height is 4 meters. So you are going to multiply this, all of this. So the formula of this is V equals to L times width times height. Wherein L is 3 meters, the width is 2 meters, and the height is 4 meters. Okay, so let's substitute. So L is 3 times 2 times 4. So 2 times 3 is 6, then the 4. So 6 times 4 is 24 cubic meters. Triangular. So we have the triangular. We have the A equals to 1 meter, B equals to 2 meter, and C equals to 3 meters. So the volume of the formula of triangular in volume is equals to 1/2 AB H. So 1/2 times what is the A? 1 meter, and the B is 2 meters, and the H is 3 meters. So H to dito H. Okay, so 1 times 2 equals 2 times 3 equals 6 divided by 2. The answer is 3 cubic meters. Okay, how about circular? For the circular or the cylinder, so we have the height. The height is 5 meters and the radius is 1 meter. So the formula is volume is equivalent to pi r squared height, wherein pi is 3.14, the radius is 1 squared meter, and times height per is 5 meter. So you are going to multiply all of these, and the answer is 15.70 cubic meter. Pyramid. So for the pyramid, we have the A, 4 meters, the plane figures, 4 meters, B, 3 meters, and the height is 9 meters. So the volume is equivalent to 1/3, 1/2 AB times H. So 1/3, 1/2 times 4 meters, where is A, B is 3 meters, and the H is 9 meters. So you are going to multiply all of these. The answer is 18 cubic meters. For the cone. So R equals 2 meters, H equals 3 meters. So R for the radius and the H for the height. So volume is equal to 1/3. The formula of this is 1/3 times pi r squared times height, where 1/3 times 3.14 times 2 meters raised to second power and times 3 meters. So the answer is equivalent to 12.56 cubic meters. Okay, so that's for the information sheet 2.1. Then let's go for the learning activity 3. Answer self-check 2.1 on your answer sheet. The time allotment is 30 minutes. So self-check 2.1. Write the letter that corresponds to your answer. Use a separate sheet for your answers. So match the formula for perimeter of the following figures. So this is the figures, and what would be the matching formula of number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Next. Test 2, match the formula of area of the following figures. For circle, number 1. Number 2 for triangle. Number 3 for rectangle. Number 4 for square. And number 5 for trapezoid. And test 3, find the area of the following figures. For the triangle, what is the area? Wherein B is equals to 7 meters and H is equivalent to 6 meters. Then next, number 2, find the area of circle wherein the radius is 8 meters. And number 3, for the rectangle wherein the length is 12 meters and the width is 7.5 meters. Find the area. So test 4, find the volume of the following solids. For the cylindrical shapes, objects, wherein radius is 2 meters and height is 7 meters. And for number 2, wherein rectangular shapes, where S is 1.5 meters and H is equivalent to 5 meters. Next. For learning activity 4, to activity sheet 2.1, solving perimeter, area, and volume for the time allotment of 2 hours. Here is the activity sheet 2.1. So direction, solve the following problem about finding the perimeter, area, and volume. Show your solution using the correct formula. Read the scoring rubrics before answering the problem to attain a higher score. So number 1, Martha bought a picture from the perimeter of 36 inches. If the frame is 10 inches wide, find the area of the frame. Number 2, the area of Bobby's bedroom is 300 square feet. The length of his room is 15 feet. What is the perimeter? Number 3, Abby is going to use this box to carry home her new kittens. What is the volume of the box? Wherein the length is 25 cm, the width is 10 cm, and the height is 20 cm. Then after that, explain how you find your answer in number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then for the scoring rubrics, for number sentence, so 3, the math problem is written correctly, including the plus, minus, times, divide, and equal sign. The math number 2 points, the math problem is mostly written correctly or an incorrect problems is written. Number 1, the math problem is not written. Answer. The answer to the math problem is correct and labeled. For 3 points, 2 points, the correct answer is correct but not labeled. And 1 point, the answer is wrong or not present. For the strategy used matches the problem correctly. For 3 points, 2 points, the strategy was used but does not match the problem. And 1 point, no strategy is used. The strategy does not match the math problem on the answer. And the explanation, the student 3 points, the student explained their work. The explanation is fully correct and matches the problem. 2 points, the student explained their work. The explanation is not fully correct or does not match the problem. And 1 point, the student did not explain their work or explanation does not correlate with work. And for the reflection, on the other answer sheet, so answer the reflection. The learner communicates the explanation of their personal assessment as indicated in the learner assessment card. The learner in their notebook or answer sheet will write their personal insights about the lesson using the prompts below. I understand that. I realize that I need to learn more about. And then that's all. And then for the reminder, secure your answer sheet before you submit it so that it will not be mistakes. Thank you and good luck.